Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with my Stitch Fix unboxing for November 2018. And if you guys want to see what my stylist Caitlin picked for me, then keep on watching. Before we even get started, I want to go ahead and give a major shout out to my stylist Caitlin, who finally hit your girl up on Instagram. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I'll be sure to link it down below for you guys. It allows us an opportunity to really get to know this stylist, to know what kind of fashion preferences that I like. And I think it is so cool. So shout out to Caitlin for finally hitting me up on Instagram, and so she could actually see the pieces come to life and see what scenarios I would wear them in if it's exactly what she envisioned, and so on and so forth. So my biggest concern about traveling is making sure that A, I'm super comfortable, B, I'm pretty fashion forward, C, it's within relatively reasonable pricing, and D, I stay warm. So we're heading to Iceland at the end of the month, and for me, my biggest fear is that I'm not going to be warm enough. Rather than when you're going to like a frozen area or going to a climate that is something that you're pretty used to, especially living in New York State, but it's also totally different because Icelandic weather is so unpredictable, as I've learned in my research. So for me, I suggested to Caitlin picking me pieces that were going to be things that were going to keep me warm, keep me fashionable and cute for my Instagram photos and for the vlog that we'll be doing while we're there. And more importantly, to stay within relatively cheap prices, because I know that sometimes buying clothes for outdoor excursions can be a little bit more pricey. For my 17th overall fix, my subtotal came to $242, but with the buy all discount and the styling fee purchase credit, it came down to $161.50, which I think for when you're buying 5 different items, that's actually a really good price point. And the pieces inside this month's fix were definitely individually maybe a little bit more money than I would probably spend on myself, but bundling it all together, getting that 25% off discount, and then also adding the styling fee on top of it, it brought it down to a really reasonable price point. This month's fix, I will be happy to announce that I decided to keep everything in here, and you'll guys understand why that's the case when we head to the try-on. Caitlin did a really great job. She found pieces for me that were going to be layers, base layers, and even just things that, you know, I could wear in a magnitude of things, whether it being catching the flight, when we're out on our excursions, so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this month's fix. Caitlin did a stellar job, so thank you, girlfriend. I appreciate that. And let's not waste any more time and let's head over to the try-on. Is the Z Supply Abbie Knot front knit top. This is in a size large and this retails for $38. I've been loving olive greens since going more blonde and getting a little bit more of a base color going on with my skin. Top is very basic, but as we've learned anything on this channel, is I'm a pretty basic person. So I love the olive green. I think it's such a complimentary color. I think if individually, if I were to spend $38 on just a basic plain olive green long sleeve shirt, I'd probably kick myself because it seems a little bit out of the price range that I would spend on just a basic tee, which is what this is. I think that, you know, the front detail of the knot, it's something that's really popular now. Will it be popular in a couple years? Maybe not. But I think that for what this is, it's great. I think it's a base layer that can be worn under a couple different types of sweaters. It can be worn individually on its own. Say if I'm like on the flight and I want to wear this, or if like we're doing something like hanging out at the hotel or something, this is definitely just a great basic to build a outfit around. And especially with being outside, the more layers you're going to want to wear, because I'm not trying to freeze. And even though this is a pretty thin cottony material, it's just a really great color. Those pieces, and I remember saying this in the Stitch Fix that I got before I went to Berlin, not everything in that box was something that I would spend money on, but bundling it together, it makes it a good deal. This is the RD Style Aru Lace Backup Cotton Blend Pullover. I'm in a size large and this retails for $64. Caitlin actually found this on my Pinterest board because when I first started using Stitch Fix, I was going through recommendations that Stitch Fix offered to pin different pieces if like I saw something I liked, to put it on my fashion board, so then that way stylists could get more inspiration too. So she saw this on there and said that this was definitely something worth splurging out on, because why not? I really love the color of this because it's that olive green, which I just really resonate towards, and I think that it's just a really flattering color, not only on myself but just in general too. At first I really liked it because it's that cable knit, so it's a little bit more of a thicker knit, which is making it warm and cozy. But then I opened it up and I saw the back. First, I didn't really like because the lacing kind of is like loose, so like if you're wearing something underneath it, you're gonna definitely see skin. So I think even wearing this with like an ivory colored turtleneck kind of gives it a little bit more of a pieced together look, where it's not just as casual, and it's more of a nicer outfit compared to some of the other things in this fit. And I think the sizing is good too, because I think if I were to do an extra large, which is what I think my other RD style sweater is in, sometimes it's almost a little bit too big, but this is just more of another layer of keeping something warm. So again, if I were to wear a ivory colored turtleneck, which is what I kind of have planned for when we do the food tour and the beer tour that we have planned for our first night in Iceland, this is definitely going to be something that, again, it's a little bit nicer than just a athleisure type of piece. So this will definitely be something that I would consider when we're doing something that's not outside. There's a reason why I was on my Pinterest board, and yeah. We have a 2-for-1 here, and we're going to start with the top and work our way to the bottom. So this is the pink Zenya tie front brush knit top. I'm in a size large, and this retails for $38. Immediately, I love the brush knit top because it does add a little bit of a extra warmth to it, so it adds a little bit more of a coziness to it. In terms of like the cut and the fit of it, I don't necessarily love the front tie part, but it looks like the tie can be adjusted, so that way if I do want to fix it around a little bit, I can. I think that the color story, blues are definitely something that I love wearing. To me, it's very comfortable. Again, it adds a little bit more of a warmth to it. And Caitlin suggested wearing these two pieces together on the flight there. These are the Free People Sunny Drawstring Jogger Pant. They are in a size extra large, and they retail for $48. I tried out a couple different types of lighter colored pants from Stitch Fix, and I don't normally love them because for me, my bottom portion is so much disproportionate than the rest of my body that I don't love drawing attention to my lower half, especially in lighter colors. Because I'm somebody who has a little bit more meat on their bones, if you will, I don't like drawing attention, but this kind of shade of gray is not too unattractive, it's not too drawing attention to my lower half, and really I love them because they have pockets, and two, they are a thicker material, so they're not your typical leggings. It's about a 5.5-hour flight, so I want to be comfortable, I want to be warm, and I want to be cozy because the most important thing is sleeping on the plane. And for me, I definitely am getting PJ vibes from this, but I'm not mad about it. Pants are really great because they are a thicker material, so I'm not going to be freezing if I am wearing them and like the wind rips through them. I think also too that the top, individually $38, as like the Z Supply one, I probably wouldn't spend that on its own, but bundled together it's a great deal. But I think it gives the palette of what my wardrobe is a little bit more of a change up, so it's not just black leggings, which is my staple, it's my go-to and I love it, but I think that this gives it a little bit more of a spice of life, if you will. This is the Coffeeshop Amara Wubby pullover jacket. This is in a size extra large, and this retails for $54. My biggest thing when I was telling Caitlin what I wanted is I wanted to make sure that I was going to be warm when we went to Iceland. My biggest fear is that I'm going to freeze, because if you guys remember when we went to the Winter Classic this year, it was a balmy 12 degrees with a wind chill of -19. That's not even an exaggeration. So needless to say, I'm always concerned that I'm going to freeze to death. And for me, this is definitely one of the warmest pieces that I've ever put on my body. I am so cozy and comfortable, and it looks a little absurd because it's very puffy and it's certainly not the most flattering piece that I've ever received from a Stitch Fix stylist, but is hands down one of the comfiest. It's just so warm, and it's really not that thick when it comes to like the material. It's just very bulky. Again, this is not a very flattering piece on me, but when it comes to practicality of being warm, this like Sherpa hoodie is so comfortable, so warm. I have it layered with the Z Supply t-shirt underneath. This would definitely keep me warm if we're running in between places. I love the fact that it has pockets, so if I am sans jacket, I still have enough compartments to put things in. I just really like it. It's definitely one of those comfort, hygge, just like if I'm having a bad day, I just want to like put my body in this and like never leave. I'm usually somebody who doesn't like to be overly warm, but this is like 100% what I had in mind. So thumbs up to Caitlin for definitely nailing this, because again, it's not the quote cutest and it certainly is a little bit boxy on me, but when it comes to being warm, your girl is toasty AF. So that was everything that was inside my Stitch Fix this month. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like my videos and if you like my content and if you like me, feel free to subscribe by hitting the button down below and getting notified when I post new Stitch Fixes. Be sure to do a full recap of all the pieces inside, and you guys can check that out at the website at sarahlock.com. 2H's2Ks. I'll also be sure to link all of my social media profiles down below too, so you can follow me wherever I might be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Love you always. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.